Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, or specifically Manga Hell, and today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, chapter 228. What my abilities for? I'm feeling like there's some mistranslations in this chapter or something, but small details. And as people here, we've reviewed chapters with very inaccurate translations before. So as you are all aware, we last left off our gang fighting the flower teacher. I think Hisu or something was her name. And today we will be going back to it. Although judging by the first page, it seems like we will have more of a flashback after this chapter. So let's not overly peel on the bush and get into it. So first we have Clara being her usual self, basically responding like a soldier, and she's like, and someone's like, think before you act, got it? But us, I'm guessing that's us. As we have Clara being like, aye. Then we have us being like, are you sure you understand the rules of the exam? Clara's like, aye. Do you have your handkerchief and tissues? I do, and you? I have them. I'm guessing the last one was Iruma. Then we have us being like, don't leave your kohai by themselves. Mind your surroundings and think rationally. As Skulls like, okay. Then we have Smoke's be like, remember, you are their senpai. As Irma's in the background be like, As-kun. And Glow responds to Osmosis but, yep. So I guess it makes sense why Osmosis would have to tell her this, because Clara is one of those characters where she's so aloof a lot of times that she would probably not be aware of it. Which is pretty funny, and honestly I feel like this kind of marks like improvement in their relationship, because beforehand Oz didn't like want anything to do with her, but now he's like, alright, I want you to succeed, but I'm gonna have to tell you the basics of basics, for God's sakes. Then we come to the present, as we see the teacher with her Gatling gun flowers and whatever that other flower was. As we see Team Valak hiding behind vending machines of all things. As we see one vending machine is already down. I am shocked to see that a vending machine did not hold against a fucking Gatling gun. Now, anyways, we have a monologue from Club be like, just leave it to me. Then we have the teacher be like, so we up against. Oh no, I'm guessing that's the other group. I'm guessing that's the other guy. When he's like, so we are up against giant plants, which she controlled using that flute, huh? So it seems. I'm guessing that's the other girl. As we see the teacher looking over there, and she gets the flute right for us to fully see what she's doing. Then we have the other guys talking, and she's like, as much as I'd like to run, the moment we turn our backs on her, we're done for. We can't even set one foot out from behind our defenses. As the girl is like, good, so that's the mother of Blanche. She's like a morning glory, slowing, strangling beasts to death. As we see what our morning glory is, which, not gonna lie, it looks like a combination of a cartoon fly trap with a muffin with muffins. Weird, weird, weird designs. Actually, they kind of remind me of my way of torturing those low-ranking grunts who are one step away from having names. You guys were wondering that Spade soldier that Asta defeated in the beginning of the Spade War is now very happy that he's not that he was defeated by Asta, not by the captains. Yeah, do not ask me how he managed to get into my TV sector, but he did, and he's punished for it. Way worse. Anyways, we have to go be like, at this rate, she'll back us to a corner and she'll kill us. No. And the other demon guy also agrees with, no, she won't kill us. It's just an exam. Which is kind of true. Like, the guy doesn't have, like, a big personality change or big facial change, but he's just like, No. Like, what? It's an exam. We're not actually in a battle to the death. Like, if she wanted to, she would probably do it by now. Plus, I feel like this morning glory would probably be used if that was the case. Then we have the other guy, like, grabbing his balloon flower heart, and he's like, that being said, it's a game over for us once these balloons pop. What do you suggest we do now, Sen? As he looks at Clara, as he's like, Senpai? As we see Clara putting up like those like poster writing in "Let's calm down," and she also puts batons out as well as like a radio thing that's saying "Get along" song, and it's got like "Dolt." And it's got their response like, "Oh yeah, not that time. I get it. That I get it." And she's like, I guess scrolling the back end push, as the other girl's like, "Yeah." As then the other guy's like, "We need a battle plan." And Sky's like, battle plan, right. As then we have Clara thinking in her head, being like, battle plan. And then we have the other guy being like, how about, or we could. And then Clara's like, battle plan, batter cookies. What? And then we see what batter cookies look like. Alright. I'm not sure if she actually said that out loud or if the other two are just like wondering what she's thinking of right now. There we have gonna be like Iromachi eating cookies. As we see a picture of him eating, which then we have I'm guessing the other guy be like Senpai. It's gonna be like and then we have the other guy be like, do you have any ideas? As the girl's like, please help us, Senpai. And then we have Cubby like, oof, spin, senpai is thinking. Which is very childish. Like, okay, not gonna lie, those two actually look like they would be a year older than Clara. Like, I know Clara's whole thing is that like, she's more innocent than a baby. But it's like even more apparent with those two, especially the guy who's like this very like, he's the very stereotypical emo badass type of guy. Like, he even like kind of wears his jacket like, yeah, I'm the badass guy. But now they're here like, alright, senpai, tell us something. And she's like, probably. No, I'm not sure exact. I can't remember if it was I was there, but I feel like Skylar's probably like the least intelligent of the group class. I'm not again sure how they're being ranked in terms of intelligence when it comes to the Valak family. But anyways, then we have class eyes spinning while she's thinking. As we cut to another flashback, or more proper flashback in this case, as Asuma's like, "You did again. You always do things without thinking them through. I told you to stop pulling weird things out of your pockets." As we see, like in that flashback, like a bunch of weird plushies. As Scar is putting on another plushie, a weird plushie. As she's like, "They're not weird. They're fun. You can throw them, pat them, knead them, look at them, and they're funny." Like I said, plushies. And then we have us being like that, and that's weird. I don't know. Let's give it to your sisters. I'm sure they would be happy if they got one. Then we have Iruma being like, Clara's ability really is amazing, ha ha ha. Sleeping dragon plushie as he's holding it. Which is true. Like I said, these are plushies. Then we have Clara be like, yeah, it gets me in trouble sometimes though. As we cut to the picture of the guy who kind of looks like an Ewok. That's what they're called, those little guys in Tatooine. Yeah, I think they're called. No, I'm confusing. No, Ewoks on those are those little bears. Like, those little guys who with yellow eyes and black faces and who wear those brown robes. That kind of guy is a similar guy, except, more comedic anime version. As we see the picture of him be like, I consider that stealing. As he gets like a poker stick ready for him. Which to be fair, just how she keeps her away, but it's like he'll be hitting her in the head over it. That they will be like, haha, that's true, but you only use your ability for fun, right? As we have look at him, and then we have Irma having like that like a bit of a wholesome face. We get a bit like two wholesome faces from Irma and Clown on this panel, on this page. As we have Irma be like, that must be your specialty. You're our fun time genius after all. Then we have Clara thinking, Clara's the fun time genius. Her ability is for fun. And then we hear to like a very over the top smile from Clara. As, like, as then we have Clara be like, I'm gonna think about it. About having fun. Then we see her pulling her pocket, grabbing her pockets as the teacher's then like, ah. And she actually fully opens her eyes, which I think is like very rare from her. Like I'm sure she opened her eyes sometime before, but this is like the first time. In fact, I think she does open her eyes in this bell, but it's like the over the top, like they're basically as big as my skull face's eyes around here. As she's like, yes. As we see like her looking at like a bunch of balloons right in front of her, as the teacher's like, so many balloons. And then we have Clara standing on the vending machine, be like, "You'll never find the real ones, hee hee hee." And then we have the teacher be like, "In that case, I'll just have to pop them all." As she gets this singing, as as the Gatling gun starts firing, and we see a bunch of the balloons like boom, boom, puff, 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 puff. As then we have like a bunch of as they have like flowers wiggling. As we have, I'm guessing, seeing the girl using her flower ability bloom to like make the flowers pop out. As the name of those flowers is Dancing Daisies. Alright, as we see the other guy like tying, I'm guessing, balloons to these flowers so they will hold still. And then we have the teacher being like, out of ammo. As we see the which it seems like these Gatling flowers actually lose their Gatling gun once they're out of ammo. Interesting. So the teacher's like, you got me, oh well, I'll just reload and attack. Which is true, although I'm kinda curious how that will go. And then we have Cloud popping out from all the flowers, being like, pop! As the teacher's like, again? Yes! And she's just like, has more of like the stereotypical face she does have, with more like a open mouth in shock. And then we have Cloud being like, but I'll drop by! As we get the explanation of the plan. As we have a girl being like, "You want to sneak up on Susie Sensei?" As Clara is then like, "Can you make a flying flower or something, Flower-chan?" It's a pretty funny name, honestly, and pretty accurate. As Flower-chan is like, "No, no, I don't think I can." As then the other guy's like, "Then what if you jump on that thing?" Eee! And then we have the guy explaining that, being like, "The guns retract once they run out of the ammo, right?" So I guess he has some knowledge on these flowers, which now actually get idea how this looks like. We see the visuals of the guns, as we see then that when they're out of ammo, the Gatlings go into the middle, some in the middle of where the what's it called? It goes somewhere in the middle of the part where it's in. It goes inside them, and some in the middle. It's where it stays. And then we have Flower Chump being like, but if you mess up your timing, you'll be riddled with bullets. Yeah. Wait, wouldn't you just be hit by them when they come out or something? I mean, it does seem like there's a bit you can like kind of hold them like real guns, like you don't have to constantly have an firing at it. But all right, then we have the guy be like, that won't be a problem. I can see right through them. It's a family trait. Oh, so we get his family trait. He's like, Babla's first year, Marbas F Yabashi. Marba's family bloodline magic, perfect understanding. It allows them to see the structure of all things. Interesting bloodline ability and very convenient. I'm guessing they work in construction. So we have the guy's eyes. So isn't it like Yabashi's eyes actually change how they look? Like they're not just normal. They get these like weird kind of X shapes when they analyze it. As he looks at the Gatling flowers, and he sees exactly the structure of it, as he sees how the flowers are reloading themselves. As I'm guessing, is showing it with when the flower runs out of ammo, the gods retract to the plant's base reload. So yeah, we see that, and then we have the guy, the boss should be like senpai. And it's like ready, the and then we have like that's when she'll jump in. Or the guy, the boss should be saying it. As we see her like, I guess the boss should like thrown her into the flower. Well, amazing accuracy and amazing strength guy. I mean, our claw is not exactly the most, the heaviest or the most, difficult one, but still, it's pretty impressive. Like, the guy isn't something like Sabnak who looks like he could, like, body slam most people. He's, like, I would say average, probably somewhere around as moldy as his size, and not even Renové, honestly. Somewhere in that, and he's able to throw her in there, like, perfectly. And then we have the plumbing with, and the flower will carry her to its master. I guess the flowers were actually closer to the vending machines, but still. Then we have flowers should be like, Senpai, now! As we have Clara be like, take this! With his epic face. As we see, pop, paper bomb. Wait, what? And we see Clara like putting a mask over her mouth. Not those masks. At least I don't think so. And she like grabs a giant glass of pepper. Well, you know those things where you have pepper in. And she like right sprays into the teacher's face. All that pepper, and it seems like it's like not even like just a cup of it. It seems like to be like a giant puff of smoke. I wouldn't be surprised if the point was like to get all of it out on her face. And then we have the teacher being like, "Yes, true," and starts to coughing all over the place. And she's like, Akros, he can't play the flute. Akru. So I guess now she's not gonna be able to play the flute because of this. And now she's like, and it seems like she even starts to cry from it, which does make sense. And then we have Clara being like, "No, we run!" And we see Clara running with the other two behind them. And then we have something like, the balloons are safe. That was amazing, Senpai. I guess that's Loro-chan. And then we have Clara being like, that was fun, right? And then we have Flower-chan being like, yes! And then we have Flower-chan grabbing us, having us in her arm as she pops her balloon. And then she's like, thank you so much, Senpai. Well, talk about suicidal. And then we have Clara being like, and the should be like, And then she's like, what the hell are you doing? And it's like, a phone! And then we have Flower-chan be like, And then we have Flower-chan be like, my body is moving on its own. Shake. And she starts to shake. And then we have Flower-chan be like, are these threads? As we see her arm, her arm seems to be having a bit of the thread. So I guess we all know what spy ability we're going with here. And then we have the teacher coming from the smoke, I'm guessing, and she's like, puppet grass. It's a rare species that controls and feeds on its prey by slowly wrapping its hair thin, near transparent roots around their bodies. Now then, running a lady's makeup is a grave offense. Did assume she was one of those type of teachers. Like, I thought it was going to be the lustful one. Although I don't think the lustful one is actually in this, but does actually participate there. Although I don't think they actually ever gave a number, I think they just used that like cool badass visual, which could effectively just been because, you know, they were not wanting to be much, many of them in it or something. But yeah. Anyways, then we have Clara and Ibashi being like in shock, and the teacher's like, and you'll be punished. And then we have a pop. And then you want to be like, that song with Chima-chan looking back and the other guy, who I'm pretty sure, which I just thought, which for some reason now is starting to remind me of some other like disease that's in some stories. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. When we have this shocked and scared expression from Flower and Abashi, and as well as a pop. So yeah, I'm guessing this means since we ended this with Iruma, that we'll be focusing on Iruma's interaction. Not sure if he's gonna lose or it's just gonna be like their first like meeting. I'm guessing he's gonna encounter the teacher that was the teacher of Balam and Kalago, because I think he does participate in this match here. I first thought Shida and Atori are gonna also participate, but considering the fact they said that Robin was the greenest of them, this definitely means they don't participate in this game, because otherwise those two would be the greenest, not Robin. Even though he's just like 1 year older than the other two, you would still know. You would still refer to the other two like greener. Although they might just be having better personalities than when it comes to that type of stuff, but that's besides the point. So I'm guessing you next chapter is gonna focus on next two chapters or however long it's gonna be are gonna focus on Iruma against the other teacher. No, I'm guessing that Iruma like maybe this guy will lose his balloon, but I'm guessing he's not gonna be eliminated. Like maybe it will happen, but I kinda doubt that. It'd be kinda like weird that we immediately have Iruma be eliminated. It's kinda one of those odd things. It could happen, but still I don't think it's gonna happen. As for Clara and her team, I don't know. I do not like. I can tell. Like the whole. Okay, I could see Clara being eliminated. It would kind of make sense. And to be fair, I think they've done enough here to like not have them be demoted. Like you did come up with a good strategy. Like the only problem was that you were, I guess, underestimating the teacher able to the teacher to be able to handle like the pepper, but still, like, I could see them, like, not sure if that's, like, the end of it. Granted, they did have a bunch of balloons, so I could see there being a joke where it turns out that the actual balloons that they popped were actually the wrong ones. Like, I would see, like, I popped the balloons, now we can leave. But then, like, they realize, wait a minute, we still have our balloons activated. How would they keep track of these balloons? Wait a minute, are those two the real ones? Granted, although I'm not exactly sure, no, actually, maybe because they have tied to them to their bags, they might not have it. But I could see it like be revealed that Clara also came up. In case that doesn't work, we'll like have them hidden or something. I don't really know. I feel like there's a like I don't know. Clara's balloons are now kind of difficult to predict because there's she can make multiples of them. You could have a twist where they were aware that she may not have they just want her to leave in case if they were not able to run and leave balloons there. Or I could also see a case where those are legitimate balloons that they did legitimately just get eliminated. There's also a possibility this pop is actually someone else's says balloons. Like granted, we don't know where everyone is. I think we just said they were randomly placed with random pictures of what random buildings they are. So I could see it being like this pop is actually someone else's team. Probably like Gap or someone's, but we'll see what's gonna happen from this. But yeah, this chapter is a pretty nice Clark development chapter, and it's pretty fun to see her in a different kind of rotation. It's also fun to see her core high. I'm very interested to see more of them and how they're gonna interact afterward, especially how they're gonna react to their defeat now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the chapter. I hope. So I hope you like this reaction. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. Tell me in the comments below what you think about it. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.